In this discussion, we're going to introduce the roles, responsibilities, and values of privacy professionals. Now that you have a sense of why privacy matters, there's a natural next question. What does a privacy professional do all day? You might picture someone reading laws or writing policies in a quiet office somewhere. And yes, sometimes that's part of it. But the reality is a lot more dynamic and, frankly, a lot more interesting. Privacy professionals are problem solvers, they're collaborators, and more than anything, they're guardians of trust. They help organizations do the right thing, not just for the legal reasons, but because people's lives are on the other end of every data point. Let's unpack what their day-to-day actually looks like. First, there are a few foundational responsibilities that most privacy professionals take on regardless of industry or job title. They help write and update policies that define how data is collected, used, and shared. These aren't just legal documents, they're meant to help real people understand their rights and choices. They monitor compliance with privacy laws like the GDPR, CCPA, HIPAA, and other regulations. That means staying informed, reviewing systems, and making sure the organization is actually doing what it says it's doing with data. They lead training and awareness programs because even the best policy won't help if employees don't know how to follow it. So privacy professionals teach people, especially in HR, IT, and marketing, how to handle data responsibly. They conduct audits and risk assessments. They look at internal systems, third-party vendors, and digital products to uncover weak spots and suggest improvements. And when something goes wrong, whether it's a breach, a complaint, or just a misstep, they step in. They investigate. They coordinate with legal. They make sure the organization responds quickly and transparently. Yes, the role involves legal knowledge, but it's just as much about communication, critical thinking, and real-world problem solving. One thing that makes privacy work truly unique is how collaborative it is. Privacy professionals rarely work in isolation. They're constantly interfacing with other teams, legal, security, HR, marketing, product, IT, you name it. They help legal teams interpret laws and adjust policies. They work with security teams to implement the right technical safeguards. They advise HR on handling employee records. They partner with marketers to make sure data-driven campaigns are still respectful and compliant. And in product teams, they help build privacy right into the design of apps and services. Because privacy touches everything, privacy professionals often act like connectors, bringing legal, technical, and ethical perspectives into the same conversation. That kind of visibility makes the role both strategic and essential. Now let's talk about why this work truly matters. Privacy professionals don't just help avoid lawsuits or regulatory fines. They help organizations build trust, both internally and with the public. Their work reduces risk, yes, but it also signals that a company is serious about integrity. It shows that they respect their customers, employees, and partners. And increasingly, that kind of reputation isn't just a nice to have, it's a competitive advantage. At the heart of the role is one core belief: people's data deserves care and respect. Great privacy professionals live by that, and the impact of that mindset can ripple across an entire company. So what does a typical day look like? Let's imagine a mid-level privacy pro working inside a growing tech company. They might start their day reviewing new state-level privacy regulations and updating internal checklists to stay compliant. Mid-morning, they join a product meeting to flag privacy risks in a new feature that the team is designing. Around lunchtime, they respond to a customer inquiry. Maybe somebody wants to know how to delete their account data. In the afternoon, they meet with HR and IT to finalize a new training module about handling employee records. Later, they might review a vendor contract with the legal team, making sure it meets privacy expectations. And just before wrapping up the day, they jump on a quick call to address a minor incident, like an internal email that was sent to the wrong person. Some tasks are technical, others are legal. Many involve conversations and collaboration. But every piece contributes to building a culture of trust. So now you know, privacy professionals do a lot more than just read the fine print. They influence decisions, they guide culture, they protect people, and here's the exciting part. There are many ways to get involved in this work. In the next video, we're going to look at the most common job roles in privacy, what they involve, how they're different, and where you might begin, even if you're just starting out. Let's explore what those roles look like and where you could fit in.